Okay. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to our GetFitCrew team call. I'm loving Saturday mornings. I feel like so much more accomplished on the weekends when we do these calls this early. I'm going to do my screen share real quick. Oh, what is today's date? We are September 17th. We are halfway. Oh my God, we're already halfway through September. Holy crap. All right, let me get my screen share on here just so I can share a few things with you guys before we get our power hour started. Can everybody see this good? Everyone sees my screen? Okay, perfect. Okay, so let's get this power hour started and here we go. Okay, perfect. So first, as always with all of our calls, the first thing I like to do is welcome all of our new coaches to the team. So we have 6 new family members. So I wanted to welcome all of them and remind them that we are all here with anything that they need. Obviously, they have their upline, but they have the rest of the team too, because we are all here as a family. Wanted to give some of our shout outs. So we have 6 new coaches. We also have changed 5 lives so far for September. We wanted to bump that up. If you guys remember, we had like 30 something lives last month and we said we were shooting for 40. So let's get out there and change those lives. But so far, points on the board, Natalie and Holly are tied at 4. So they have each changed 2 of those 5 people. So that is awesome. And I have changed 1 so far. Everybody is doing good with their PV. So just keep pushing, guys. I know this month is a very, very slow month. I don't know if you guys have all felt the difference as well. September is always slow because you have a lot of the parents that have paid for their school supplies, or, you know, it's just catching up with them. Maybe they put them on credit card, or you have the teachers that you might have been talking to that are feeling a little frazzled because, you know, they're just about a month into the school year and they're feeling a little overwhelmed with a lot going on. So September is usually slow. October, it starts to pick back up because you're getting closer to the holidays. Especially after Halloween. I noticed last year a good challenge group to do was a no sweets challenge or something like that, where, you know, because they were eating tons of candy after Halloween. So you just got to kind of think of that. Anyone that's coming to the local event tomorrow, we're going to be brainstorming some great challenge group ideas. I do my best thinking when we're having a drink. So we'll probably come up with some really great ideas. So we'll definitely share that with in our team page for those that aren't there.
I was thinking about doing the 2nd annual holiday survival group.
Yes, that was something that we did last year. That's great. And I still think I kept all those pictures. So I will share the pictures with the team and give you guys an idea of what we did. But that was an awesome challenge group that we did. And we did it as a team, so we can do that again. It was really, really great. I wanted to give a couple shout outs to some of our coaches on the team, because not only are we coaches helping other people, but we're still on our own journey. So I wanted to give a shout out to Heather and Tara. They both had amazing results with their first round of Country Heat. Tara, am I right that you're 12.5 pounds down?
Probably more by now.
I figured, because you posted that a couple days.
Yeah.
And then Heather lost 6.75 inches from her first round of Country Heat. And she was very proud of herself because, you know, she wasn't able to follow the meal plan at 100%. She still lost inches. So it was more than what she expected it to be. So great job, you ladies. You did good. Reminder, it's coming around the corner. Super Saturday. These are our guest speakers that we will have at our Broward Super Saturday. For the new people, if you do not know, our team, I host a Super Saturday every quarter, every Super Saturday. This will be our second one. We have 3 guest speakers, 2 of which are coaches from pretty much from our big umbrella. The first girl, she is one of Scotty Hobbs' coaches. Allison in the middle, she is one of Jenna's coaches. So they're all from other people in our big umbrella of the Fit Family Network. Lady Melissa to the right, she is actually a life coach. So she will be talking a little bit about how she helps people like us, entrepreneurs that are building an at-home business. So I'm looking forward to hearing her speak and talking with her one-on-one. I might be hiring her to help out with a few things of my business and helping me get myself organized. So make sure that you are registered for Super Saturday. These events, when there is a Beachbody event, they are non-negotiable. You need to go to them. And if there is not an event near you, you need to just make one, like we did. We were always driving to Miami, and I did not like driving to Miami, so I decided, well, forget it. I'm just going to make a Broward Super Saturday, and we are going to have our own. We'll make it big, and we'll get a lot of people there, and I want to start getting corporate there. So our goal is to get 100 people. So for my local coaches, I really want to see you guys there, and I want you to bring a couple people with you. Help us get to that 100 number so we can have corporate backing. We'll get so much more out of the Super Saturday events, and we just want it to be big. We want people to come to our events. If you are not a local coach, the way that you can find where there is a Super Saturday in your area, you log into your back office, and there is one of the tabs that says events. You go there, and there is a spot for Super Saturday, and you put in your zip code, or you click on the map what state you live in, and it will tell you the Super Saturday in your area. And then there's usually the link for you to register right there. Make sure you get to these events, guys. I mean, in all honesty, when I first started and everyone told me get to the events, I was just like, yeah, okay. But they really do make all the difference in the world. You will actually be hearing from Tara next month about how her getting to her summit event changed herself and her business dramatically. So you will be hearing from her next month regarding all of that. So you will know how important these events are. Speaking of Summit, if you have not registered for Summit, same thing in the back office under events, get yourself registered. It's also coachsummit.com, I believe. I'll check it out on my link when we're doing our power hour. I'll look for the link and make sure I give it to you. But you need to, and if you can never find anything in the back office, go to the very bottom of the screen, click FAQ, and just write Coach Summit. And you'll have all the information and the link right there. Anything you're trying to get information on, research it in the back office, because honestly, the best way for you to remember something is if you had to look for it and you had to find the answer. Then you're never going to forget what that answer is. So anything that you need to find, that's what I do. I go right in the back office and look for it. But make sure you guys are registered. It's October 29th. Some places are doing, some places do it Friday, some do it Sunday, but it's always that weekend. Ours will be on the 29th from 9 to 1. And then we also have Nancy, she's Diesel Nation. She will be doing our live size workout. So she is she's a trainer through Beachbody. She's actually a master trainer. She will have a table there all about live. So if anybody's interested in registering to become live certified in any of the programs that they have it, she will have all the information there. So a lot of good information at our Broward Super Saturday next month. Now let's get our power hour done. Let me stop sharing my screen real quick. Let's see somebody's chatting. Oh yeah, Christina, there's been an event page. We actually have a like page, and I'll go in the event page right now and make sure I invite you to it so you have all the info. If you go on Facebook and go to and type in Broward Super Saturday, you'll find our like page, and I post everything in there of all the information.
Okay, I was just there. I didn't see it, but I'll look when we get into the power hour. Maybe that's something I'll do.
Okay, sorry. Belle's like dragging their whole toy box through my living room. I just shouldn't. I look back and she's this big, pulling like a box this big. And I'll go in the event though, because I did the event through the like page. That way, if people go on the like page, I'll go in and invite you to it so that way you can see it. Yeah, I definitely want you guys to get there. I know, I believe Miami Super Saturday, they're doing theirs on Sunday. They're not doing it on Saturday. Okay, so let's get our power hour. So I want everybody to open up. I'm going to move this screen over real quick so I can see everything. Let's open up our Facebook pages. Did anybody have any questions about any of the events that I was just talking about? Super Saturday, where to find it? Anything like that, Summit. Okay. All right, so let's open up our Facebook pages. And the first thing we are going to do is we're going to go ahead and do our friend requests. So I will set my timer. Just everybody give me a thumbs up when you have your Facebook open so I know, and then I will set our timer for the 3 minutes and we can go ahead and do our adding. Everybody's good? Okay, Alexa, set timer for 3 minutes.
3 minutes.
Okay, you're on. So for adding, you can go into the double head and you can friend request mutual people. Just make sure you hover over, if it says you have 17 mutual friends, hover over it. Make sure that, you know, there's not a coach name that you recognize, because the last thing you want to do is be competing with another coach from our team. you can go up into the search menu and type friends of friends who like, and then put an interest, anything like that. If anybody has questions as you're doing it, feel free to unmute yourself and ask.
When you said when you go into the search thing and you do friends of friends, it's in the regular search bar?
Yep, the regular search bar up at the top, and you could just say like friends of friends that like running, friends of friends that, you know, have young children, anything like that. But usually it's like something because basically if they've written, because you know how Facebook will ask you things that you like.
Mm-hmm.
Christine, I tried inviting you, but I already invited you, so I'm going to try to tag you in it if I can. Won't let me tag you. I'll share the event on the like page.
Hi, Lucy.
Okay, Christine, I just did a post sharing the event because it shows that I already invited you, so it's not showing. If you can't find it, you might find it under your personal events because I had sent you an invitation, so you might find it under there.
Okay, so I'll look.
Alexa, stop timer. Okay, so our timer is up. So I'm like having a hard time here with my screen. Let me scoot this over. There we go. Now I can see you guys and work. I have like ADD with the fact that I have to actually be like looking at you guys' faces when I'm talking. So I had to fix my screen real quick. Okay, so now we have added our people. So now the next step that I want to do, if you guys look on your Facebook and you see the double head, it has a number if people have accepted your friend request. If you have that number, I want you to take a moment and I want you to go into there, click it, and you will see like a box with a bunch of pictures and it'll say all the people that accepted your friend request. I would like you to send them each a message thanking them for accepting your friend request. Like, thank you so much for accepting my friend request. I love meeting new people. And then I want you to write down their name and their information in your follow-up system, whether you're using Teamsy, whether you're using note cards, whether you're using a notepad, whether you're using Excel. I want you to put their information in there that you just met them, so that way you know it's a building relationship person. And then that way they are in your follow-up system. And you want to follow up with them in about a week or so just to say hi or to go on their wall and comment on their pictures and things like that. So take a couple minutes to go ahead and send those messages out. I swear I can never type. I always have typos. All right. Did everybody get theirs done, or are you guys still working?
Still working. How do you work that
Okay.
fast?
I'm still working too. I just wanted to make sure. I didn't want to be working because now I'm looking at my
Gotcha.
screen. Stop it. Shh. Get down. Some of these names are hard. And then if you guys don't mind, I would like a couple of you to, even if it's a copy and paste, in the chat of this call, if you can paste like the message that you're sending to people. Just so other people can see exactly what you're sending. That would be awesome. So we can share. That's what these calls are about, so people can share what they're doing. I know one thing I always like to do is to tell them how, oh, it's very nice to meet you. You know, just like I would at any party. Tara, are you having any luck with writing like friends of friends that under the thing?
Not really, but I just went into my double head.
Okay. Yeah, some
I seem
people
to be
find it
stuck in a
hard.
yoga loop, though.
Yeah, some people say that it's difficult sometimes. You know, it pulls up actually your friends. Like you have to do it a couple times. I saw it on a training video that I was watching because I go on YouTube a lot to watch different videos, and I saw a coach doing that. I was like, ooh, that's a really good idea to find people, because then you're going into your friends' network. So at least you know it's a mutual friend. But sometimes us coaches, we have so many mutual friends that sometimes it pulls up coaches' friends. You know what I mean? The last thing you want is coaches' friends. So you really, that takes a little more time than the 3-minute time frame, because you got to do a little bit of research and see who the mutual friends are. But it definitely does work to find other people. So how's everybody doing? You guys still working on those messages? I like that. That means you're adding a lot of people if you're still working on those messages. This one girl keeps messaging me. She's annoying me. I fixed it on. And let me tell you guys a trick also. If you're looking on people's pages before you add them, if they don't have a lot of posts, it's usually one of those like mock-up, like somebody's just using a fake Facebook page to try to reach other people, and it's usually not a real person. And it's one of those people that's going to send you one of those messages like, oh, you just won this money, or you just did this. Like, it's usually a fake Facebook page. So I just want to let you guys know that. So if you see that they have a profile picture, they have a cover photo, but they have no posts on Facebook, it's usually a fake Facebook page. It's not worth friend requesting. If anything, it's just going to give you more problems, because then you're just going to have to block that person. Okay, Okay, is everybody still doing their messages, or are you guys done? I'll give it a few more minutes, and then if you're not done, you guys can finish it after.
Mm-hmm.
I'll give a few more minutes for you guys to finish those, and then we'll move on to the next.
Mouse a foot? No, who has a mouse foot? Me. So be
Okay, so everyone could still hear me, right? Thumbs up, you can hear me? Okay, perfect. Okay, so the next thing that we are going to do is I want each of you to do a business post on your page, on your wall. It can go on your like page, it can go on your wall, on one of them. I try to do a lot of these on my personal page, and then I schedule them for my like page later. So I am going to, if any of you want to take a picture and utilize our call as your business post, so let me know, and everybody can get in the camera and smile, and you guys can get your phones or do a screenshot or whatnot, and you can utilize this as your business post. Saturday mornings calls are a great way to do business posts. Tara has her phone out, so we'll have to get in there and smile. Oh, as Natalie gets beat up by Lucy.
Hold on, I just got to get the right view.
Okay.
Okay.
All right. So let's
Wait,
get in
how do you change your view? How do you change
at the top, it's a speaker view, or you can do the gallery.
I figured it out.
All right, so smile so you guys
Hold
can
on, wait. I reset my settings. Thank you very much, Tanya. Okay. Smile. Oh, geez.
Natalie's getting beat up. She's like, Mommy, you can't smile. Did everybody get their pictures?
Hopefully with her not hitting me.
Right? Okay, if everybody got their pictures, I would like you to utilize, got another one. Utilize this picture, take a couple minutes, and put together a business post. It can be like, I do mine usually when I'm setting up for the call. And make sure you tag the coaches that are on the call. It's a good way to show how we're a team and a family unit. But put together a post about, you know, it can even be a post of, is it hard to wake up early on a Saturday morning? Absolutely. Is it worth it to get up early on a Saturday morning to see your team and start your day positive, being motivated and getting help with your business? 100%. It could be something like that, but something to share about you being a coach, because a lot of times we're afraid to share it too often because we're afraid to look salesy, but in all honesty, probably 1 or 2% of the people that are our friends on our friend list see our posts. I mean, I had people questioning me about my crockpot group, and I posted about it almost every day the week before it started. And then I was posting pictures of the food from the crockpot group, and I had people going, oh, you have a crockpot group? Yeah. So a lot of times they don't always see it. So you got to post a little bit more, and you have to share the business side of it if you want people to know that they can join you for the business. Sometimes they might think you just drink a shake and work out, and they don't realize that they can come to you for help. So go ahead and utilize that picture and put together a post. And then in the chat thread, when you're done, just type done. So that way I know everybody is done. And I'm reading Tara's. Perfect.
I guess I was having an inspiring day.
I can hear your Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. I'm like,
Oh my God, I'm
dancing
mute
to
it.
it. You don't have to mute it. I'm like,
I know y'all know the song.
And take your time. I know sometimes it takes a little bit to get the wording together, so take your time. My family's cracking me up right now. If anybody needs help with wording it, or if you want to have people read it before you post it, you can put it in the chat thread and we can kind of read it if you feel like it doesn't sound right or it could sound better or whatever. I know sometimes I have to bounce my ideas off of some of my accountability partners and be like, okay, I want to post this. Does this sound bad? Does this sound okay? So I know how that is sometimes. Okay, so thumbs up who's done with their post. Christina's almost done. Tara looks like she's having a yummy breakfast.
Have you ever tried the Jimmy Dean's egg whites and low-fat croissants?
Is that what you're having?
Sausage, so my kids eat the sausage. And Tara, Jen just posted the week's posting guide. Because I know you were asking me about that, which is something, just so you guys know, I'm going to be doing. Jen Greenberg does this really awesome thing where she puts together a picture of a posting guide for the week to give you ideas of things to post to help you share the journey that you're on as a Beachbody coach. And I really, really liked it. So I will be starting to put those together over the weekend. I will be making some of those, and I will be posting on Sundays, either Saturdays or Sundays, a posting guide for you guys for the week. And it'll be a picture, so you'll easily be able to save it and utilize it to do things to post. And feel free to tag me in the post. That way I know you guys are doing it. And then that way I know that you guys are utilizing the post ideas, and I know that it's working for you. So how did everybody do? Did everybody post and tag? I hope you tagged me in it. That way I could see them, because I like to see your posts that you guys do. If not, go back in and tag me in the picture or something, just so then that way I can go back later and see you guys' posts that you did.
Did you see when I tagged you on the Instagram? Because I'm kind of new to it, so I don't know if I did do it right.
Yep,
okay.
I saw it. I thought I commented on it. I'll have to go back in and look. But yeah, I did see that. That was a good post. Okay, so did everybody thumbs up? Everybody's finished their post. I know Christina is, because she's walking. Okay, Tara's done. Natalie, are you working on yours still?
Yeah, I'm like halfway done with it.
Okay, take your time. For those of you that are done, our next step is going to be birthdays. I want you to go on your Facebook. Does everybody know where you can find that it's someone's birthday for that day? Hopefully everybody knows how to find that. I want you to go on, and I want you to wish them a happy birthday, obviously, on their wall, but also send them a private message, like, hey girl, or hey birthday girl, or whatever, I hope you have an amazing day. I hope you're spoiled rotten, whatever you want to do to tell them happy birthday. It's a great way to break that wall when you're communicating with them. It's a great way to get more personal with them than always just they'll put that wall down because they feel like you're not just contacting them for them to buy something from you. So it's something I've done from day one. Thank you for tagging me, Lonnie. I just saw your notification pop up. So it's a great way to, get more personal with them as well. I've always used birthdays. I love wishing people happy birthday. I mean, don't you love getting the happy birthdays? So it's just something I've always done.
Tanya.
Yeah.
Totally was going to say this and I forgot. Doing the friend request, I'm stuck in this circle of like gratitude people that I can't get out of, and it's making me kind of crazy. So what I did is I created, I don't know, hold on. Shit. I created this thing to post in groups. It says make a new friend, post your name below, and send whoever likes it a friend request.
Mm-hmm.
Text is network is more about farming than it is about hunting. It's cultivating relationships. Now is your chance to support others and make new friends. To join the friend ladder, all you have to do is comment your name below and like all the other names. For every like that you get, add them as a friend. It's a great way to make new. I needed to get out of what I'm in. So I'm in all these
Right.
a million groups. So I decided rather than going through my friends list, because my friends list is just not working for me, I needed to find different people.
I love that. Do you mind sharing that in the group, like what picture and what text in our team page? I would love to see that, because I love that idea.
And I'll post it because I had seen it. We did the like ladders for all my pages. I've been doing those again too, and you don't want to end up in Facebook jail. So if you post a max of 5 of the same posts in each group, and you're a part of 20 groups, and you find 5 different posts, you can post up to 5 of them. You know what I mean? In different groups. That's what I've been doing. I think I did a call on that a long time ago.
Yeah, I like that, the like ladder. And another thing too is you don't want to go to Facebook jail for just randomly liking all these people and adding them as friends. So it's great to get them to add you, and the new people that you're adding to your network, they're requesting you. It saves you from going to Facebook jail also, because I know Jennifer Greenberg ended up in Facebook jail because she was just adding.
I ended up in Facebook jail. Don't you remember?
Yeah, yours was from posting in the groups, and Jen Greenberg was from friend requesting people to so many people that Facebook felt there was no way she knew all these people, and she ended up in Facebook jail for liking too many friends and adding too many friends. So you want to try to, and that's a great idea, Lonnie, is to try to get them to add you as a friend, and add more people that way. So go in
and say your happy birthdays when you're done with all of that. And also make sure after this call, you go into our team page, because Lonnie's going to post what she's talking about. So you guys can utilize that in the groups that you're in. And remember, only do like 5 groups a day. Don't do all your groups in one day, because then you will end up in Facebook jail. And you'll be in jail for groups. Like, you won't be able to post in groups for how many days was it, Lonnie?
I think it was like 10.
Okay.
But you can post, only share the same exact post up to 5 times. Don't post in the same group in the same day. So let's say I pick 5 different posts, like completely different posts. I can post those 5 posts in 5 different groups. So that's 25 posts that I just did. So I switch wordings. Like for my like ladders, when I used to do them, I would have like 4 different pictures and 4 different, totally different verbiage to go with it, so that I didn't go. Even when I share like my come join, our next fitness group, blah, 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 that whole big thing, I have 3 different pictures and 3 different verbiages to share. And I share them all from my like page to get everybody back to my like page.
Okay.
So that's a good way to stay out of jail.
Very good tip. I like that. I'm excited to go on the page and see it.
Usually my birthdays are in the notifications. Where can you check?
Events.
You go into events, and that's where the birthdays will be. And now I just started, like, I would always write on their wall, but I did not always send them a personal message. Now I've been sending them a personal message, and it's been helping me add to my follow-up system, because it, when you go in to send them a message, it shows you if you've been chatting with that person or not. So if you haven't been chatting with that person, then you can, talk to them and add them to your follow-up system. It might be somebody that fell through the cracks, Like, for instance, I have one right now. I haven't talked to her since June 20th. So she obviously fell through the cracks with me following up with her. So now I'll send her a birthday message. It's a way for us to reconnect and re-chat. And then I won't forget to get back to her, because she'll go into my follow-up system. Daisy, stop crying. And a lot of times I copy and paste the message, and I try to do it to where it doesn't take a lot of time. Have you guys all sent your messages and done your birthdays? Thumbs up. Okay, perfect. The last thing I want you to do is, and then I'm going to give you some things to do when we get off our call. But the last thing I want you to do while we're on this call together is I want you to find a motivational picture. If you do not already have one saved somewhere, I always have tons on my iPad, my MacBook, or my phone. But find a motivational picture.
and post that picture in your existing active running challenge groups. So if you have a free group going on, if you have, it could just be, you know, any motivation. It could be life motivation, fitness motivation. It could be a funny motivation, anything like that. I want you to find that and I want you to post that into your challenge groups. You should be posting in your challenge groups daily, not only you drinking your shake and you doing your workouts to show that you are proof of the product, but you should also be motivating them and keeping them going. So I want you to post something in each one of your groups. Okay, how's everybody going on that? Are you guys still working on it? Okay, guys, I just want to open it up real quick to the ones that might be done. Do any of you have any questions about anything? I mean, obviously, this isn't everything that we do in our power hour, but I just want to do a little bit of stuff. What you guys should still be doing, if you haven't done so already, is getting your PD in for the day. You also, I want you to go into the team page and look at what Lonnie had posted for us. So then that way you guys can utilize that to post into a few of your groups today, tomorrow, into the rest of the week. That way you can get some more friends that request and add you. But does anybody have any questions?
Lonnie, where did you say you post these friend ladders?
I have, like, I'm a part of a lot of promote your business or like network marketing, work from home, all those types of groups. And I post them in there. Anything that's Because sometimes you think, well, they're already in network marketing. They're not going to want to do anything with us. But they might be in network marketing for travel or makeup or, you know what I mean?
Yep.
So you could still get them. And there's like 20,000 people in these groups.
Mm-hmm.
So the chances of being seen and it not just be some like BS spam, they might actually stop and look for it. Like I pick a bright, vibrant color, you know what I mean, and make a post so that it jumps out at you. And hopefully they stop, you know, and look at it. Just find groups. I mean, I deleted a lot of the groups that I was
going to say, I deleted a lot of them.
Way too many, but when I first started, that's where I got my success levels from, was from those groups and me just posting in those groups. I had no idea who these people were. My first couple coaches didn't come out of friends or people that I knew. They came off of complete strangers that I found in, you know, groups. So.
I have a question.
Yep.
Okay. So one of the things I've been trying to be better about is posting about the coaching opportunity in the business side, because that's something
Which your post that you did was awesome, by the way.
I kind of struggled with. So thank you. So one of my questions is, how often would you post? Like I hear sometimes like once a week, or you know, like twice a week, or like what's like the general?
I try to do it, in all honesty, for me, I try to do it every couple of days. So it ends up being like twice a week, because of the fact that I'm finding they don't always see everything that we post.
Right.
So we might feel like, oh my God, I just posted about this. But there's so many ways to plug the business opportunity. Like on a Monday afternoon, when everybody's sitting behind their desk in their office, and I post myself in my lounge chair with my iPad, my PD book, and my Shakeology cup saying, I decided to take my desk out to the lounge chair just because I can. That's plugging the business. You know, so even little things like that is considered a business post. So if you think about it, you can plug the business like on a every 2-day basis if you wanted to, you know, so because they don't always see everything. And sometimes what I'll do is I post like accepting all applications. I post those a lot on my like page, because that's my business page. And then sometimes I'll share it to my personal page, you know, like. Okay. I've been answering a lot of messages today about, you know, people getting ready to start their home-based business with me, you know, becoming a Beachbody coach. And it just made me realize that I don't know if everybody knows that I'm accepting applications right now. So I just wanted to share this with you guys. So if there's any other people out there that want to join me, you know, the time's now. I'm starting my new mentorship program, or however you want to word it. I could work with you tomorrow too on like a lot of different wordings and different ideas that we can jot down in your planner of how to share it. We can actually, that's what I like to do in my planner, is I will open up the whole month and I'll write biz. And then a couple days later, I'll write biz, knowing that I should do a business post that day.
Yeah, so I know at our last meeting, Heather gave us a really good worksheet too, but I can't find it. I have to do that. Yeah. Yeah.
So I try to do that because I want to look at like the whole month view, you know, so I'll write, you know, CG for challenge groups. So I know that I should post about my challenge group. So that way I spread it out a little bit. But you don't want to spread it out too much, because they don't always see every single post that we post. That's why a lot of times as a team, you know, every once in a while we should try to go on each other's pages and like or comment on things, because it brings it back up to the newsfeed. So the people that might not have seen it the day it was posted, a couple days later, if one of us is commenting on everybody else's stuff or liking it, it's bringing it back to the newsfeed so people can see it again. It's a way to help each other as a team.
I actually posted something about that in our coaches group the other day. Like, I know we have a lot of new people that have paid and all that stuff. We haven't shared it. Christina, I know you commented with your page on it, and I think Christina was the only one.
Right.
But all of your links, because if we don't help each other, nobody's seeing them. You know what I mean? Like, I could have 500 views on one of my like page posts, but nobody liked it or anything. Right. And if we go through and help each other, it'll boost them up higher.
It does, yeah. Liking it. And I have so many on my page. That's why when you guys post stuff, I don't care if every post you do, you tag me in it. It doesn't bother me. I have so many people on my Facebook that a lot of times I don't even see you guys' posts. I have to start going in and making you guys like my close friends, but then I get tons of notifications and I can't go through all my notifications. So it's hard for me to see. So a lot of times I just have to go on everybody's wall and kind of scroll through and see what everybody's been up to and how you guys have been posting and comment on the posts and stuff. So it makes it hard. So do you guys want to tag me in stuff that you post, whether it's your workout post, your shake post, your business post, it doesn't matter. You don't feel free to tag me, and then that way I could see it. And then I can definitely, that way I see it better. It's really hard for me to see a lot of the posts now. So if there's posts that you guys posted that I've never liked, it's probably because I didn't see it. Because whenever I see one of you guys' posts, I like it or I comment.
I thought I was on mute.
But yeah, it's definitely helpful to maybe as a team, we can add into our power hour that, you know, we go on a couple different coaches' pages and kind of scroll through, which is good for you business-wise to see how other coaches on the team are sharing different things. It gives you ideas on how to share it, you know. So maybe as a team, we can start implementing that to where we can start going on each other's pages. And it doesn't have to be each other's like pages. It can be each other's personal pages, because that's where we share most of our personal journey, where we share most of our workouts and things like that. So I think that would be great for us to do as a team to help lift each other up even more. Because I don't know if you guys know that that's how Facebook works. Every time somebody likes your post or every time someone comments on your post, it brings it right back to the top of the newsfeed as if you just posted it. That's why sometimes in your newsfeed, you see that somebody commented on a post from 2014 and it's like a really old post. It's because somebody commented or liked it and it brought it back up to the top. So, but Christina, I'll definitely sit one-on-one with you tomorrow while we're having a couple drinks and we'll figure out, we'll get your plan around. We can just write like when you should post the business. Because if I'm a visual person, I don't know if you're the same, but if I can see it all in 1 month, I can see how much I'm going to share the business opportunity, how much I'm going to share my challenge groups and stuff like that. So it spreads it out really good for me.
Yeah, I know the other thing too is, I don't know how many of you have coaching applications, but that was something I wanted to look at too, because I know that was something in one of the Push to Diamond groups that I wanted to look at. So
I can help you with that. We can build your form tomorrow. Woofu is free. You get 3 free forms with it. I utilize mine all the time. They get used. It's not like it was a waste of my time making these forms. I actually have printouts of people that filled out my form. And then I contact them. They give me their email. They give me their cell phone number. They tell me what's the best time to contact them, which way of contact is the best way to contact them. So they work really well. So I can help you with that tomorrow too. And we can actually do your forms. It literally takes 5 minutes. And you could build a coaching application and just an interested, whether they're interested in a challenge group, Shakeology, and then they can click what they're interested in.
Okay, cool.
So we can make both of those, and you can make both those forms in about 5 minutes.
Google has them for free. Google Forms, you can do them free.
Yeah, Woofu is too. If you're good with Google Forms, I tried Google Forms.
My husband probably is.
Yeah, and it took me longer, so I tried Woofu because Jennifer Greenberg told me she was using Woofu, so I'm like, let me try it. It took me 2 seconds to make them. It was a lot easier for me. But if you're good with Google, Google Forms has them free also.
I did Woofu. They are easy.
Yeah, and they work really well. I wasn't sure if they were going to work, if people were actually going to click on it and utilize it, but it did. And it got to the point that I had to ask people, if you don't mind me asking, where did you click the link to fill out this form? Because I wanted to know if it was coming from Instagram, if it was coming from my like page, if it was coming from my personal page, if it was coming from my website, because I kind of posted everywhere. And most of them were from Facebook.
Christina.
Yes.
I made a calendar for, I don't know if you can see it, but like this one's for my like page. So I make a calendar for the whole month of what I'm going to post about 3 times a day on my like page. So like you were saying about, not sure when. So I just make it, and pretty much I just copy and paste it every month because it rotates through and just print out the month's calendar. So if I decided every Sunday I want to talk about the meal prep, the team, and family, those are my Sunday posts. And then Wednesdays
for that in your Google Docs?
The program, Beachbody on Demand. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
I just wrote them out like that, and then just it helped my brain go, like, it was easier as I.
You froze.
Yeah.
All right,
So it was just easier for me to look at that, so I didn't have to hurt my head to figure out what I needed to post. And Matt's out of town, and I have to take this.
Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, and then also you can try to utilize Hootsuite, or I find when I was using Hootsuite, those posts didn't get seen as much as when now I'm using Post Planner, and those posts seem to get seen a lot more. But Post Planner, you do have to pay for monthly. I don't think they have like a free one and then a paid one. That I don't remember. I just went right to the paid one because I knew I needed a lot to post into.
what, for Hootsuite or Post Planner?
Post Planner, Hootsuite, I know they have
Planner
a free one.
no
I
free.
didn't think they did. But
Can you
there's
ask
so
Bonnie
many.
if you could post that schedule thing up in our
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. All right, so I'm going to end our call unless anybody else has any questions. But what I want you guys to do is make sure you get your personal development in, you guys. I know it sounds redundant, but it's going to help you dramatically with your business, and staying consistent is going to help you dramatically with your business. So you need to think of it as, if you're like, I don't know if any of you, I need to actually find Jenna's video, because I know not all of you are in the Fit family, because that group sometimes can get overwhelming with all the posts. So I don't always put everyone in there. But Jenna was posting, and she posted a video, a real talk video. And it was basically about, like, you want more business builders, you want to build your business. You're not just going to randomly find business builders, but you can't expect to find business builders and people that want to join you for the business if you are not being consistent. If you don't show up daily for your business every single day, you can't expect them to either. And the same thing with your team. If you don't show up daily, you can't expect the coaches that you're signing up to show up daily and do the daily activity. If they don't see you posting about the business, if they don't see you posting about your shakes, if they don't see you posting about your workouts, they're not going to follow suit, and they're not going to be doing those things. So we have to make sure that we are extremely consistent. I mean, this week has been a week from hell for me, but I have shown up for my business. I've been there for my coach calls. Like, nothing has changed with my business. I still did what I had to do. It took me longer to answer some text messages back. You can ask Natalie and Tara. They would text, and then a while later, I'm like, I'm so sorry it took me so long to text you back. I was dealing with Diesel. But I still showed up every day. I still worked. I still did my power hour. I worked from 9 to 2 every day. So I still did what I normally did on a daily basis. But we have to show up every single day if we want this to work. You have to make sure you are still doing your personal journey. You need to make sure you are doing a Beachbody program, and that you are posting that you're doing a Beachbody program every day, every single day.
You got that, Lucy?
Yeah, Lucy. Show up every day.
Show up every day.
Yes, and I'm reading the chats. Tara just chatted, Natalie, the post you did, Holding Lucy, was awesome. That was an awesome post. That was a very, very awesome post. And I wanted to ask the team. I know I do post shout outs and coach shout outs, but if you see a coach on our team that did an awesome post, or even if it's a different coach that did an awesome post, share it and give a shout out on our team page. And just, one, how great is it when you get a shout out? Whether it's from me or someone else for the team or whatever. Like, I got a shout out from Jen yesterday in a coach top group that she had going on. And it wasn't even a post, it was a comment, because she did a post about, Beachbody coaches, what are you spending your Beachbody income on? And I listed what I spent it on. And then when I was done typing my list, I was like, holy crap, that's a lot of things. Like, I never sat and thought about all the things. And she gave me a shout out, and I was like, oh, that's cool. She gave me a shout out. So I know the feeling of how great it feels to get a shout out. So that's what this team is all about. That's what most Beachbody teams are about, but I can only talk about our team because I know the most about our team. That's what our team is about. It's about uplifting each other and helping each other through this. So if you see a post that somebody did that was awesome, don't be afraid to give them a shout out. Sometimes I don't have time to share it in the team and give a shout out, but if I think you did a great post, I'm definitely texting you saying that was a kick-ass post, so you're definitely getting a message, or you get a message from another coach like Christina did, like, I loved your post. Can I use it? So that's when you have a good post. Save that post, because there's no reason.
You don't even understand. Like, I told Tara, I'm like, that was my first coaching post I ever did. So I thought it sucked, to be honest. I see everybody else's, you always I always end up comparing myself.
I do too, and I think mine suck. Yeah.
To hear that, like, 2 shout outs, I was like, oh, okay, it was a good post. Next time, so it kind of motivates you to do it again.
Yep.
So,
and let me give you a little tip.
Copy and paste that verbiage. If you use Google, I use Google Docs. I switched over to Google Docs because I can get the forms from anywhere. I can be on my phone. I can copy and paste it. Copy and paste that verbiage because you can utilize that verbiage later with a different picture.
Okay.
As long as the picture's different, they don't realize it's the same post and keep utilizing it.
I heard that on one of, I think it was, oh my God, her name is the yoga, Payo, Shalene, one of her podcasts. Like she was
She utilizes the same verbiage a lot, and she just does a different picture. Or she might change up a couple hashtags on the post or something. But keep that verbiage. It was a really great post. I loved it. I screenshotted it. I was like, I love this. I have to figure out a way to reword it a little bit, but I love it. So keep that verbiage. Share it with the team if you want. Like, hey guys, I did a coach post and everyone's giving me props on it, so I just wanted to share it here. If you all wanted to utilize it, change the words, whatever. Lucy is cracking me up right now. She's so funny. It was a really, really good post. I loved it. It wasn't salesy at all. It was just, this is it. This is what I love. And this is what you get type thing. I really, really liked it. So save it. Like if you don't have Google Docs, start a Google Docs and start saving posts that you get good feedback on. Like if you get a lot of comments and likes on a post, copy and paste that verbiage, title it something. Like you can title it business post. And then that way you can go back to it later. And you could utilize the same verbiage because obviously it got a lot of reaction. You had a lot of people commenting on it. Tara saying good morning to you. Hi. So definitely do that. And if you guys don't have Google Docs, I highly, highly suggest that you start a Google account so you can have Google Docs. It has been a lifesaver for me to organize posts, to save posts and things like that. Good morning, Lucy. She gets right up in the camera. I'm going to try to get my workout in before I got to take this guy for some braces this morning. We're going to have to Motrin him up. But thank you guys for getting on the call. If anybody has any more questions, feel free to text me or post. Lonnie, Tara wanted to know if you can post that posting guide thing that you were talking about. If you can post that in our team page also of what you're utilizing.
Yeah, I'll take a picture and post it.
Perfect.
What it is I upload the whole file, but it's got a whole year. It's like a calendar. I Googled like calendars in Excel, and it has a new tab for every month, and it changes the dates and stuff for you in Excel. So I can't upload that because it has all my...
You can do a screenshot.
I can screenshot it.
Okay.
So all you got to do is find a calendar in Excel, and then it'll like do it, or you can make plain ones and handwrite it. I don't know. It was easier for me to copy and paste.
I'll
upload it. I'll take a picture and I'll upload it.
Okay, perfect. Perfect. All right, guys, make sure you get your PD in. And I would love to see, my call to action today is obviously go into our team page because we've asked everybody to kind of upload a lot of things, utilize that. But I would love for all of you to post what PD you did today, what book you're reading, maybe a takeaway from what you read today, and how long you read for, whether it was 10 minutes, a half hour, you finished the book, whatever it may be. Yeah, and Lonnie will be posting that she's doing her school book reading. That's been her PD lately. So yeah, if you guys can post what book you read, what your takeaway was, and how long you read for today, just so we can have some PD accountability because it's very, very important. And I'm going to go dance with my mom in the garage. Have a good rest of your weekend, guys. And again, it's the weekend. I still work. I work 7 days a week. So if you have questions, don't be afraid. I don't want to text her because, you know, it's the weekend. I feel I get the most feedback on people when I'm messaging them and talking to them on the weekends. So I still work on the weekends. So, and I will see the local coaches tomorrow. And again, the local coaches, if you want to bring your planners, feel free, and I can help you guys organize next month or all the months of the rest of the year if you want. Doesn't take very long. So, and I will see everybody later. Have a good day. Bye.